Okay. All right. Hi, Jordana. Thank you so much for joining us. We are live on Facebook today for YogiFi. Um, Jordana, so you go by Danny as your short name,
Yes.
right? Okay. I got comments that maybe I spelled out the wrong name when I said that I was looking forward to talking to you, Danny. All right. So
Pretty much,
go ahead, Dana.
I was gonna say, it's pretty much like, William Billy, Jordana Dani.
Cool. So introduce yourself, Danny.
I've been living in Melbourne for the past 11 years. And when I say Melbourne, I mean Melbourne, Australia, not Melbourne, Florida. And I've been working as a buyer, managing different categories. The latest category I manage is professional services and cloud services. And it involves a lot of reading and researching the new technologies. Hence how I came across Yogify.
Perfect. So tell me a little bit about your yoga journey.
My yoga journey is quite bumpy. I started with classes. One of my girlfriends invited me to come with her and do a class at the gym, and it did not go well. I mean, I didn't have the patience and the flexibility, and I was quite new. I'm still new, and I found it really long and really boring. It was really hard because I kept making faces and signing, and the teacher felt that he has to look at me and help me and adjust me at all the times. And then there were about probably 30 other people who also wanted attention. So basically my girlfriend said, yeah, it's better if you don't come. It's obviously not your thing.
Oh, did the girlfriends offer private classes for you when they told you not to come?
Yeah, well, no, it was like, it's probably if you stick, to basically doing a bit more aerobic classes, I was doing spin classes, I was trying with body pump, so she was like, obviously, yoga is not quite your thing. But, although I did it really poorly, afterwards I felt incredible calm and also relaxation. I would sleep through the whole night without any issues. Waking up, I would wake up refreshed, and then I thought, people are probably right. There is something about yoga.
Yes, absolutely. So you must be feeling quite empowered with the issues that you have faced in these classes now with having
Yes.
Yogify.
Yes, and I also tried, the classes when you just go online and there's a YouTube video and you put it on your laptop and then you try to do what they're telling you. But the problem is, if I'm to do this, I have to find a room full of mirrors. Then I have to have everything set up. And then, it's still not the same. I still try to look how I look like, if this looks exactly like the teacher on YouTube. And yeah, it did not go so well either.
Yeah. And the motivation is another factor, You need to have a lot of self-determination and motivation to go and subscribe to these videos and, practice even at your leisure.
I know, but after, you feel like a failure all the time, it's really hard to find the motivation. And then, 2 years ago, I started seeing a personal trainer for one-on-one sessions. And because, if you see, I'm in the ergonomic chair because it's Monday morning here. We are now working from home. I'll probably go in a full-blown work mode in an hour or so, and then I'll be sitting probably most of the time. So my personal trainer basically said that for the posture, my well-being, I really need to look into yoga. So I told him, I tried. And then he just said, basically we'll start with just some postures and just to keep, just try the plank or try the cobra, and it all sounded really exotic to me, and I just told him, no. I had the yoga teacher who gave up already, and a whole class of people who did not want me there.
How do you see your flexibility right now? I mean, so are you able to get into your Cobra and stay in plank? Like, how is the endurance and flexibility building up with the motivation that YogiFi is providing?
Yeah, well, what I like now is when I basically put that I'm really in the probably stage one of the beginners. Now it gives me with the training, which is the foundation. And the foundation one, it's 4 poses. It goes to 3 steps. You know, the first one, you just do it and you don't get any feedback. It just tells you and shows you how to do it. And the next stage is it basically gives you feedback. And the third one is once the mat makes sure that you're doing it at least 75% correctly, it asks you to basically hold it for a little bit longer. And that's what I really like. You know, when I don't feel the pressure of doing right away correctly, and you know, seamlessly move from one pose to another, I just feel that there's hope.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, what was surprising, I always thought that I am not good, but after doing the foundation and the first, you know, the major 4 poses in there, it turns out that I'm basically doing the plank and the Cobra 100% correctly. My only issue is with the mountain one, when you have to stay on it. So that's a bit harder because it requires a bit more flexibility, but I'll get eventually there. It keeps encouraging me.
The most effective yoga posture, actually. So if you find that balance in there and take like 5 breaths, it's a very effective yoga posture.
Yeah, and also I was so surprised when afterwards it just says, and now let's calm down, and we did like a short meditation afterwards.
Perfect.
And it was basically 10 minutes complete session for me, instead of, you know, when you go to classes, because the teacher gets paid for a whole 45, 50 minutes or an hour, they go through much more poses, and then they hold for much longer. So it's more like if you go to a class, you're advanced or intermediate, and you wouldn't basically notice if you're doing 15 poses and you're there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But when you're someone like me, you know, even one pose feels like eternity when it says, oh, now do the warrior. I'm thinking, oh, we are not supposed to have the phones here, so what am I supposed to do? What is the warrior?
Oh, you're so funny. So tell me how you're using YogiFi on your daily routine.
Well, basically, I prefer to use it in the afternoon because after the work and, you know, after sitting the whole day, obviously, I just wanted to calm down and get ready for sleep. And, you know, because the mat, it's obviously easy to sync with the smart devices. I use it with my Aura ring. You know, have the ring
nice.
Which measures my heart rate, activities, and when it's time for bed, like 2 hours prior to bed, it says now it's time to mentally start preparing for sleep. So then basically I think, oh great, I had a meditation program, now I can just roll the mat and do the meditation program. Or if I feel a bit stiff after sitting, because it sends a notification after I've been sitting for say 2 hours, it basically goes over it and says you have been inactive for 2 hours. So then I think, oh, it's a good time probably just to go and do something. And when you're in the office, you know, you never sit for too long. After an hour, you'll probably go and see some of your colleagues. You just go grab water. When you're at home, time just flies and you find yourself in the chair all the time.
At least when you're going into work, you feel, okay, you've accomplished something, but at home, just sitting, the time just goes away, right?
Exactly. And it's regardless of how good the chair is and how ergonomic it is, you're still like sitting in the same position. You're still not moving. So now at least I feel like, oh, I just can go out and just do like a a pose or two. It just says just breathe, stand up, or just do the plank, so you can just feel all your muscles. Or even like I feel a bit more inspired to try the mountain pose, just to make sure that I move further to those 100 points.
How much of chakra have you earned already? So how many days has it been on the class?
I got my yoga mat a week ago, so I think I have 1 or 2. I haven't checked. I'm trying not to make it too competitive, because the whole point is, you do it in your own time. You're doing this basically for yourself.
So what device are you using with the YogiFi mat?
At the moment, I'm just using with the phone, but I have now, when I have some time, I will set it up with the TV. So then I'll have, a big picture. And what I like with the phone is, because, you sent this stand for the phone. Mm-hmm. Basically, I can adjust it and make it in my eye level. Mm-hmm. As you know, when I have, when I previously tried with the online classes, and you have even when you try on your phone, it's really hard, because when you put it, you still basically try to kind of check, it's kind of, you see it there, you try to move the phone to see, does it align to what they're doing? Right. It's really hard.
Okay. So be sure to try out the Snoga Magic when you hook up to the TV. It's got this virtual, it's a computer vision fusion with virtual reality. I think you'll definitely enjoy it.
Yeah.
How is your son? Is he excited that you are trying out this product?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
How about your son? Is he excited that you're trying out this product? Is he gonna try it as well?
He's at the moment in Sweden studying robotics, so their summer holiday will be in June. So hopefully, because in Australia the international flight was still not allowed, so hopefully by July he'll be able to come back and spend his European summer, Australian winter holiday here. Mm-hmm. And then he will give it a try. I've already told him everything about it, and he thinks it's pretty cool. And it will be even good for him, because as a student, and now, as he said, they're mainly online, it would be good for him. And as kids these days, he spends his nights playing online games, so it's clearly will be good for him to try at least, the foundation.
Correct. And yes, I think we are going to gamify it a lot more, especially for the millennials. I think they will have fun.
Yeah.
So tell me this, how much are the classes that you used to take? Like if it was with 1:15 that you were talking about?
Well, I was paying fees to the gym, so they were basically about $20 a week. And the whole base is you pay $20, and then you basically go there all the time, which in reality it's not what happens. After me trying a few times, and because I felt it was indeed late afternoon, and there was a Sunday class at 4 p.m. With the yoga, I would think, oh, it's too late, and I didn't feel welcome. I don't know if I would do it. And, my trainer even said, you can go there, do 20 minutes and then leave. And I was, then the teacher will feel bad and will wonder what's happening. Then everyone else will get disturbed, because I'll try to get all my stuff and leave. So, ended up me paying $20 and not going to the gym. So I think for the 2 years, I've been just the main sponsor of this gym.
So I saw $20 per week, so it's almost $80 a month.
Yeah.
So then this product probably pays for itself within
As a buyer, trust me when I tell the price, and then you compare the price to everything else. And I also check the new black in technology and home gyms. Those were the walls and the mirrors when you basically have virtual trainer, and you just have a big mirror or a big fitness wall, and it comes and goes with, telling you what programs you can do, what else you can do. So it was kind of
it's very personalized. What happened?
Yeah.
I think your light went off, the one behind probably.
Give me 1 second, because it's 7 in the morning here, but we're still at the daylight savings.
I see.
And it's still not quite light yet.
Thank you so much for joining us this early. So it looks like you're an early person, actually.
Yeah, it's nice to wake up, and I manage to get so much done when I get up in the morning. And also, when I can check my emails prior to everybody else starting.
Mm-hmm. So with the trend moving to this whole at-home fitness products, there is overly a need for that personalized attention, personalized programs. And I think we are definitely right there to give you, or like if it is an energy booster for your boost in the morning, or we'll be introducing few more programs for better sleep in the evening, and for your daily detox. That's another one that's coming. So there are like various programs that you can evaluate if that fits your need for your goals, and you can put it into your plan very easily, and obviously anywhere, anytime you would like.
Yeah, I'm starting to get more familiar with the meditation program for the morning, and also the energizing program. So I'll probably start doing 10-15 minutes in the morning, and then I'll probably have like the way I do now in the evening, just to help me get ready for bed. And I also saw that another one is coming, which was specifically targeting women's health.
Yes.
And that's something I'm really looking forward, because, it's not easy being a woman.
Yes, absolutely. So there's women's wellness coming. I think our yoga teachers, they're also curating one more for core, strengthening your core. And then another one that I'm aware of, like Forever Young. These are all,
Oh, yes.
all of us need it, right? So all of that is coming soon. So thank you so much for sharing your experience, Dana, or Danny, sorry. Let me see if we have any questions from our viewers. Okay. All right. I'm just going to check on my phone.
Also, what I was going to say is I saw that the Pilates and the Zumba are coming as well, which it's something I always wanted to try. But, once you get burnt with the classes, and when you have to make sure that you are in sync with everyone else, I just thought, probably I'll go left, everyone else will go right on the Zumba, and there will be a lot of clashes.
Oh, you're so funny. Yes, this Zumba and Pilates are coming probably in 6 months or 6 to 7 months. We are prioritizing Hatha Yoga right now, and then it would be Vinyasa, and then I think we will expand to other mat exercises. For the other mat exercises with fast movements, we have to integrate with computer vision. That is why we have provided that stand. So I'm not sure if you tried that whole Vision Fusion program, which is a combination of the mat experience along with a camera experience. So if you did? Okay, you're going to? Okay, so if your upper body alignment, like in your warrior pose or any other back bend, isn't accurate, it is going to give you feedback. We made it optional for now. I mean, obviously it needs to be integrated into all the other classes we are rolling out. But we'll be, even if we roll it out, it would be an optional feature, so that, some folks definitely don't want it to be intrusive. They feel, if they're not wearing appropriate clothes or whatever. But just want to let everybody know here that no data during your practice is actually getting saved or will be used anywhere. It is just for you to look at yourself on how you're doing it, and then that's it. It ends right there. So try out that Vision Fusion. It's an entry into that integrated experience. So you have actually told us a lot of good things about the product, and thank you really for that. Tell me something that you actually don't like. We want to improve our product. We really want to make it as a daily companion for everyone. And we want to take it further to make sure that it delivers what people would like from the product.
The only thing which is a bit of a bummer is, because I still haven't received the battery yet, I have to make sure that I'm close to the power point. And because, obviously it's an American product, and you send it with a charger for the American power. So I just, when I opened, originally I just thought, oh, and luckily because I buy a lot from Amazon, and other American companies, at least I always have the converter from the American to Australian PowerPoints.
Yeah.
This time, at least, I just realized that basically it's the same as what I can use for my smartphones. I can just plug it into the charger from my iPhone, just because, the cable basically fits the iPhones. So that was at least something easily to fix.
That is a very good point, Danny. I have to definitely prioritize this and talk to our dispatch team to ensure that actually we did procure all of the adapters for different countries at different voltages. But I'll check with dispatch team, and that is a very good feedback that we should be able to easily incorporate. Thank you for that.
Also, have you considered to make your yoga assistant a bit more personal and to give it a name? Like, Alexa, Siri, it will be.
Absolutely. I think the name is Yogify, but it doesn't respond right now. But believe me, we are definitely working in such a way, and there may be some videos where we are working on a prototype where you can say, hey Yogify, get my mat ready for this posture, or hey Yogify, I have a back pain today. What is the best program for me to go, do it? So this is the kind of interaction that we do want to add. And even like some postures, like where you're saying mountain pose is the harder one, even though you want to try it, maybe on some days you want to skip. So we are definitely trying to add all of that flexibility where we can say, hey Yogify, skip this posture for me.
Yes.
Thank you, Dana. That is absolutely a good point that you have brought up, and I'm going to take care of that. So who else is in the house? Has any of your girlfriends or anybody from your family has tried the product?
Not yet. At the moment, my cat Oreo is mostly interested, and as soon as I start doing exercises, he gets very cheeky, and he comes and try to also get.
I saw the picture. Yes, he wanted to be close to you on the mat, and it's like, what is this thing? Probably speaking.
And then so it's so funny because he looks at what I'm doing, and when I do, the cobra, he somehow moves beside me and lies down and tries to imitate me. I'm thinking, never do that. That's not too interested.
My kids always imitate Yogify's voice. I know it is, we right now have the automated voice, but very soon, once we reach that variety of programs, our next step after that would be to add human voice. So it would be guided in curator's voice itself. So because of the corrections that need to be added at intervals, that posed a little bit of a challenge for us. So right now we kept everything in that robotic voice, but my kids have a lot of fun imitating that voice.
It's at least the good thing is that for as long as it's just the software and the update comes through, it's very easy fix.
Yeah. Yes.
And once you set on the preferences and you hear, the customer feedback, you can work around the voice.
Yes, but how do you like the voice anyway?
I don't mind it because, we're so used by this type of voices, when you have a GPS in the car
Yeah,
and
GPS,
everything.
Alexa, Google Home, all of these have that voice anyway. Yeah.
And it's kind of a bit calming, it doesn't get angry or frustrated with you.
That is a little bit of a debate that is going on for us internally as well. I know there were students who wanted it in the curator's voice. At the same time, we felt this is actually a virtual instructor. It cannot be a replacement for a real yoga instructor. So we felt maybe because of that is the robotic voice making better sense. But there is definitely back and forth on, what makes, that experience a lot better. So for the last question, probably for today, I know this is a kind of a high-tech gadget. There's so much of technology involved. But at the same time, it's very easy to get started with. Did you find any challenges given the technology of the product?
Not at all. It was very easy setup. It basically shows you as soon as you download the app, it basically says pair your mat, because I don't always have my Bluetooth on all the time. So, and because now I just have to make sure that the mat is connected to the power. So it just shows you the photo, pair your mat, just row, scan the code, and that's it. And then it just needs to know, your level, so then you can get the programs matching your level, so you won't hurt yourself, and also your state of mind, so you get the meditation classes and advice on how to go on with your day, or if you're gonna get ready for sleep. So I just find it pretty easy,
Yeah.
It's easier than just getting a new phone and trying to set it up from scratch.
Yes. The two questions that I often get asked is, my mom or my grandma doesn't have like any yoga experience. Do you think they can get started with the product? And the second question is, they are not really into tech. Obviously, like if they're talking it for a grandma, they obviously are not into tech, but is it easy for them to start using this on a daily basis? So
Definitely, because first it will be much better for them as the mat works on the senses, so it will be easier to get correction. So they just have to listen what to do correctly, and it also shows, on the little window. When you're doing it, just shows how your hands are put and how your feet are supposed to match.
right.
Which I find it a bit easier to follow, and it will be easier for them not to get hurt, because they can just see how to do it and follow. So from this perspective, it's very safe. It's much safer than to tell them, just put it on YouTube or just follow the classes, on the TV. I don't know if you have this health programs, saying, now we are all online, and just row your mats and just start warming up.
Exactly. And it's very beginner friendly. The instructions are, obviously Danny is a beginner. Even though she had tried it a couple of times, I felt this is the moment where you felt empowered to make progress in your yoga postures. So the instructions are very simple and easy to follow. And when you get that correction and then reassurance at every point, you feel that you're on the right track. And mainly yoga, you gain the benefits of yoga when you do it right. If you're like, even if it is simple postures, as you engage your core and quads, it makes it such as a very effective exercise, even though it's not like, high cardio running or that, but you still can burn almost similar amount of calories, right? So
that's correct.
we are right on time, Danny, and thank you very, very much once again for starting off your day with us. You have a nice week ahead.
You too. Thank you so much.
Bye. See you.
Bye.